it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. My cat just booked it out of the room. Today I wanted to just kind of do something fun and low-key, and this is called the Makeup Memories tag. This was started by Nisipisa here on YouTube, and I've also seen it done by Angelica Nyquist and Spooky Lips and Fat Hips, and just a bunch of people have done it, and it really looked like kind of fun, so I wanted to sit and chill and just chat with you guys and have a good old time. If you're interested in seeing how I did this eye look, I'm gonna link it right up here. It was my last video where I did an inspiration video based on a picture that I've had saved in my phone for years, but I just changed up the lips to something a little more spoopy because it's Halloween season. Before we get into this, if you like tag videos and things like that, please give this video a big thumbs up to show that you like it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and go ahead and smash that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. Before we get into the questions, I do just have to say that you might hear all sorts of different noises. I do have the air conditioner blasting, which I usually don't because it is so hot. It is October and it is 88 degrees outside. That's unacceptable. Also, my husband is mowing the lawn, so you might hear that, but you know, let's just get into the makeup. So again, because these are makeup memories, I do have to say that a lot of the things I might mention in this video are not cruelty-free. I only started my cruelty-free journey this past January, so I do have things still in my collection that are not cruelty-free that I do want to use up before just getting rid of them. That is, you know, just a little sidebar nation. Okay, let's get started. What is the oldest makeup item in your collection? For me, that is this baby right here, and that is MAC Electric Eel eyeshadow. I can probably count on one hand the number of times I've used this eyeshadow since I bought it, and I want to say I bought this easily 15 to 18 years ago. It was my very first high-end makeup product, and I was so proud of it. I saved up and I was like, I'm gonna buy one eyeshadow from MAC, because MAC was the end-all be-all, you know, back in the day. There wasn't a ton of different brands. There was MAC, and you only used MAC, and if you didn't, you were shite. But this eyeshadow, I mean, still, it's so bright, it's so vibrant, and it's so beautiful, and I never use it. I almost never use it, and I don't know if I ever will use it. Why do I still have it? Nostalgia. Question number 2, what is the very first makeup item you ever purchased? So I'm gonna say this is a toss-up because one of them is not technically a makeup item, and that would be cherry chapstick. When I was super young, my mom didn't want me to wear makeup yet, which I don't fault her for, you know? I mean, I was super young, so she said, you can use cherry chapstick and that'll make your lips a little bit pink. So I became obsessed with chapstick. I always had it around, I always used it, and I always had these like little pink lips, you know, which were so fun and festive. I was addicted. My first real makeup item had to have been Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. Mascara was one of the first things that I was really allowed to wear to school. There was no big deal. And this was, you know, the bomb mascara at the time. And honestly, it still is a huge bestseller. I really wish Maybelline was a cruelty-free brand because it still is a good mascara. It's not one that I continue to use, but it is, you know, it does hold some like little nostalgia purposes for me seeing that green and pink packaging still. Question number 3, what is your favorite of your makeup eras? So we all go through different eras in our life where we maybe go through like a blue eyeshadow phase, or we go through a black lipstick phase or something like that. As far as my favorite era, this sounds weird, but I'd have to say right now, I'm still not a makeup artist. I'm never gonna be a makeup artist, but I feel like I've progressed enough that my makeup is something I'm really proud of. It used to be that I would do this makeup and I'd be like, guys, is this okay? But now I have fun with it. And if it doesn't look perfect, who cares? Because it's just makeup and we're all trying here. So this is my favorite makeup era. I'm trying more than I ever have. And I, you know, have been blessed enough that I can save up enough money to purchase things for myself, and I have a makeup collection I'm proud of and that I enjoy, so I say right now. Question number 4, what is the darkest of your makeup eras? I would have to say college. Reason being because everything was really mismatched. I would wear this like eyeshadow that would be sparkly, but it would be just all over my cheeks falling out, and I would wear lipstick that was super patchy, and I would wear them together. So there's some pictures that I have that are just abominable, like really, really, really bad makeup looks. And I just wish somebody had told me to tidy it up a little bit. I don't know. It doesn't have to be that you just focus on the eyes or you just focus on the lips, because there are no rules when it comes to makeup, but I just wish I had been a little more neat and tidy back then. Number 5, what is your best makeup related memory? And I had to sit and think on this one, and I really think it's my very first IMATS, which I believe was 2011. I went to New York IMATS, and I went by myself completely. I did meet a girl that I knew from online once I was there, and we kind of walked around a little bit together, but for the most part, I was all on my own. And I saw so many influencers there that I had come to love over the years, mostly through like LiveJournal and things like that, because Instagram wasn't a thing, YouTube was barely a thing, but I really got to meet some people that I loved. And if you've never been to IMATS, I know I always say this, but it is Candyland for makeup lovers. Everything you could want as far as the eye could see. There's so much glitter and there's so many lipsticks and it's all so cheap and you can actually afford to buy multiple pieces of makeup at once. It's literally like in that scene in Willy Wonka when he first opens the doors and they all see the candy and it's just like their eyes are really wide. That was me at IMATS. I was just like, blink, 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 blink. It literally was the happiest memory for me ever. And honestly, each time I go into IMATS, even though I've been every single year since then, I still get that same feeling. I get the butterflies and I get really excited. I have actually like skipped into IMATS more times than I can count because I'm so happy. Number 6 is one that's baffling me. It's what is your worst makeup memory? And I guess the only thing I could think of is like maybe I dropped an eyeshadow at some point that I liked. I don't have bad makeup memories. That seems strange to ask. Like, what would a bad makeup memory be? Like the time you like shaved off an eyebrow or something? I don't. Number 7 is the Old Flame, which is a product that you used to hardcore covet. This is again a MAC product because like I said, MAC was the it. That's all that there was. And this is Stereo Rose Mineralized Skin Finish. If you were on any of the MAC communities back in the day, this was the single most coveted product out there, period. It is a highlighter and blush, very similar almost to like Luminoso, but I still use it because it is just the most beautiful flushed rosy gold ever. I love this. There's still a part of my heart that flutters when I look at this, like, I can't believe I finally got Stereo Rose. Bitches were beating each other up for this stuff back in the day. I don't know why. It is a freaking blush, but at the time, it was it. And we're already at the last question, number 8. If you could go back in time and tell your younger self something about makeup, what would you say? I would say 2 things. First of all, pay attention to skincare a little bit more. Wear sunscreen. That's the biggest thing. I didn't wear sunscreen religiously only until about like 2 years ago when I started. Before that, I just wasn't wearing sunscreen and I probably have some skin damage and things like that that could have been prevented had I worn sunscreen. So if you are in your 20s, in your teens, whatever, start wearing sunscreen. Why are you not wearing sunscreen? But the other thing I would tell myself is don't change a thing. Go through every single era. Put blue eyeshadow on with pink lips with orange lip liner. Do it all because who cares? Who cares? It's just makeup. It's so much fun. So everything that I was doing is what led me to whatever I am today. Just keep doing what you're doing, kid, because it doesn't suck. And that's it. I know I'm supposed to tag other people, but I don't want to intentionally tag people. You guys should do this tag though. It kind of is fun to jog your memories and see what you used to love about makeup, what you still love about makeup. I'm going to put all the questions down in the description box below. If you decide to do this, please let me know, and I would love to watch your video where you talk about your makeup memories because I thought this was a lot of fun. There are going to be some extra special good videos coming up soon, so please make sure you're subscribed to my channel and that you hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. You guys can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout, and I love chatting with you there. You guys are super freaking rock stars, and I love you so much, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!